Okay, so welcome everybody. My name is Carl Davis. I'm coming to you live from the UK today. Really special time. We're actually launching one of our brand new business partners in our business today, and I'm really excited for this. Because this couple is an amazing couple, and today we're actually celebrating twice, two things: their business launch, but also their wedding anniversary. So I'd love to hear a few words on this amazing couple, Mark and Kelly. Boyd, guys, really super excited to actually be partnered with you guys. But I know you've got an incredible travel background, and just want to hear a few words as to why this business was so important to you to actually get started. So, feel free to give us a few words, and
just been traveling for a number of years now, all over the world, and we've seen this opportunity about combining our passion for travel and making a business as well, and helping other people realize their.
Yeah, it looks like we've lost your audio again there, Mark. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It does look like that could be the your machine there's dropping the audio. But you know what? Yeah, as I said, this is like a special day for you guys, and I'm gonna kick this off because I really want you to see this information, and offer something to share with your friends as well. So, without further ado, as I said, my name's Carl Davis. I'm a goal builder with this amazing PlanNet Marketing. And, when I first saw this opportunity, it was something that it just made total sense to me. I was basically coming from a broadcast engineering background. And one of the things that, I'm going to just share my screen a moment. Give me a sec, guys. Just make sure that I've got the right screen share going on. Wonderful. Yeah. So when I first saw this opportunity, just over like 2 years or so ago, it was something that I was definitely ready for. You see, I was already in business for myself, and I knew that I needed to leverage my time. I definitely had a passion for travel because I wanted to travel every single year with my family, just basically take them away, at least once or so a year. But, I actually was fortunate to work for a company that showed me what traveling was all about. I was actually working for a broadcast engineering company, taking me all around the world, and I knew I had a bug from then. So when I saw this opportunity, I was definitely ready to actually start doing some more traveling, but now on my terms. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to welcome you to PlanNet Marketing, the best place on the planet. And I want you to come on a journey with me. I want you to imagine what financial freedom means to you. Now, to some people, this might just mean a simple way of actually just making sure that all your bills are paid, or, that you can actually go on a holiday and not necessarily deciding when you have to come back, but literally when you want to come back. Walk into a restaurant maybe and read a menu from the right way, literally from left to right, rather than looking at what you can actually afford on that particular night, due to lack of money or so. But ladies and gentlemen, I love this slide. Imagine what personal freedom means to you. This lady just looks like she's got all the freedom in the world. Imagine just having the time to do the things that you used to do when you was actually in your young teenager years or so, the sports that you might want to play. And now with the pressure of life, you might not get that chance to really do those things that you want, that you used to want to love to do. But ladies and gentlemen, this here is by far the most important one for me: time freedom. How many of us, know how much money we've got in the bank or how much money we don't have in the bank, but, we just don't know how much time we actually have, and the time to actually spend with your family, your friends, and so on is so vital, because time is one of the most important assets we have, but once used, it cannot be got back. So here at PlanNet Marketing, we're going to show you and help you to design your ideal life. You're going to discover how you can earn more, travel more, save more, and experience more without the need for another job. Basically, we're going to show you how to build a strong network, embrace and empower yourself and others with an unlimited income opportunity. You're going to be able to benefit from e-commerce, where you can actually work from anywhere, anytime, with no inventories, and most importantly, no quotas. We're going to show you how you can actually become a travel professional and earn the commissions, and learn the secret of the travel professional. Mark and Kelly are now travel insiders, and I want to tell you who we are. Well, we are PlanNet Marketing, and the gentleman on your screen is one of the first millionaire mentors, which Kellyanne and Mark now have at their disposal. Mr. Donald Bradley, he's the chairman, the CEO, and the founder of this amazing PlanNet Marketing. You know, he's a documented 7-figure income earner in the travel industry. Now, PlanNet Marketing is a 4-year-old company, and they've actually got reps in over 20 different countries. Now, I love what Mr. Donald Bradley says at the bottom here. We're committed to offering a financial opportunity that provides a now income and, more importantly, a sustained financial security. Doesn't that make you sound like a company you definitely want to be a part of? You know, we've got, as I say, 4-year-old company, but we now have over 57,000 active travel representatives, which basically makes us one of the biggest home-based travel business, you know, globally. We're an online business provider, and we're based out of Atlanta, Georgia. Now, when Mr. Donald Bradley put this business together, one of the first things he wanted to make sure that he had a solid corporate leadership team. One of the first phone calls he made was to Mr. Andy Coffin. Mr. Andy Coffin, president and CFO, he's got decades of executive management, corporate operation, sales, and marketing sales experience. He's managed billion-dollar global businesses, which is extremely important because, you know, this business is going to be an absolute massive business. But he's also got international experience, which is, again, very important because he knows how to do business, legal and compliant in any country that's outside of the USA. Very important for us here in the UK. Now, the second phone call he made was to Miss Leanne Treckler. You know, she's our chief operating officer, and she's got a support team who's trained, courteous, and professional in everything that they do. So Mark and Kelly now has a dedicated support line that they can actually call for anything that goes wrong in their business or any sort of support that they need. They've got a dedicated support team who can actually help them through any problems that they have in their business. So this here is our second of the 2 millionaire mentors at Kellyanne and Mark's disposal. We're talking, this is our partner. And the gentleman on your screen is Mr. James Ferrara. He's a co-founder and president of IntelliTravel. IntelliTravel, a leading innovator in travel for the last 25 plus years, almost coming up to 30 years now. And they've got all the accreditation and certifications from the likes of CLIA, IATA, and ABTA. I mean, you know, extremely important for us here in the UK. You know, the British Association of British Travel Agents, they're based out of Delray Beach, Florida. And we've got an exclusive partnership with IntelliTravel. You see, PlanNet Marketing sells the ability for you to become an IntelliTravel agent. And IntelliTravel, well, they sell everything to do with travel and only travel. So, ladies and gentlemen, what we're talking about is the fact that IntelliTravel has been around, you know, for a little while, and they've got all the certifications, you know, throughout this travel industry. Extremely well respected in the travel industry. Now, I could go on about these guys all the time, you know, for all day, but I'm going to let the industry do the talking for you. The most important thing I want to get to you on this slide is the fact that, you know, we are part of ABTA. You know, and the thing is, we're the only travel agency that's actually based outside of the UK to have that prestigious award that basically shows that we know a thing or two about how to be totally legal, compliant, and actually service our customers in the right way. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Mark and Kelly now enjoying the infinite possibilities, what it means to become a travel business owner, but not any old travel business owner. Because when you think of a travel business owner, you think of somebody who might have a shop, you know, in the high street or so, sitting behind a desk, selling travel for somebody. But when you think of a home-based travel business owner, you think of Mark and Kelly sitting at home in their pajamas, slippers, selling travel and literally earning commissions on anything they actually do. They've now got access to group cruises, family reunions, common interest groups, the wedding industry, massive industry. So many people actually getting married. I'm sure some of us on the line know someone who's actually going to be getting married soon. They've now got access to honeymoon and destination weddings and anniversaries, you know, to really celebrate, you know, all of those things at a lovely, lovely occasion around the world. We're talking about group travel, sports teams, corporate operation, you know, fraternities and sororities, you know, where you can actually like get all your school and colleges, you know, you could be booking all of those different like trips for them. So what has Mark and Kelly actually got access to? So we're talking about group cruises, holiday packages booked for some of our suppliers, tours, car rentals, airline tickets, sports and arenas, sports and activities, train tickets, railways, villas, condos, you know, anything in the travel and leisure industry, they've got actually available to them. So why travel and why now? Well, there's some different business out there. Why travel? Well, travel is one of the business that's there, and it's a £5 trillion a year and, you know, turnover business. It's projected to go to 15 trillion, sorry, $9 trillion pounds, getting my dollars and pounds mixed up now, pounds over the next number of years. It's the number one research word on the internet, you know, between the hours of 9 to 5. And most people are actually at work, but they're still dreaming about that next vacation they want to take. We're talking about the fact that baby boomers are still fueling this industry. Literally, you know, able to actually spend an incredible amount of money. They've got more time on their hands now. They now want to start ticking off those, you know, bucket list destinations. And you've got the millennials who are hot on their heels, literally spending an incredible £152 million on this amazing business on an annual basis. And then you've got the Generation Z. These guys are what you call the blazer jet setters, you know, the people who are, you know, fueling the light industry in the fact that they have more time and they want all that, get their travel out of the way now. You know, they want to be the jet setters, the pleasures. You know, they're going to mix their travel with their pleasure. There's no point doing business or pleasure. We want to do business and pleasure in one go, you know? So we're talking about you getting paid on what people are already doing anyway, you know, because almost everyone that you know wants to travel or is basically traveling already. So I want to sort of tell you that, you know, there's definitely travel commissions being booked on anything that you're booking online already. Everything that's booked, even down to the cheapest airline, down to the cheapest hotel that you book, commissions are there. So we're talking about you getting in the way of those commissions so that you can be actually getting paid those commissions. And what we're talking about, well, we're literally talking about 70 to 80% of those commissions are now going to get paid through Mark and Kelly's business. They're partnered with all the major vendors worldwide, all the like no third-party intermediaries. They got the reserve inventory of group cruise blocks. So what does that mean? Well, IntelliTravel because they're part of the Clear membership, you know, Premier members, they reserve over 2,000 like cabins across the cruise industry. So if your friend's trying to book a cabin or a cruise, they're left a bit late, they can't find the cabin that they want, they can easily phone up Mark and Kelly and say, guys, trying to go on a cruise, can you help me out? Well, IntelliTravel, because they're IntelliTravel agents, they can now phone up those like cruise liners and literally get those cabins because, you know, IntelliTravel has reserved over 2,000 cabins across the industry. They've got the best in customer support and service and agent training modules second to none. And they've also got like, you know, a personalized email, personalized website with an email marketing program, business cards, sales tools and print advertising, everything that they need to be the travel professional that they are. And we're talking about how much you can actually earn, because I know you'll know how much can we actually earn. Well, just a quick example of a few trips booked through some of our agents' portal recently. We're talking about a business traveler booking 3-night hotel stay through your back office, you know, on a regular basis. We're talking about £117.20 booked through your business. Now, that booking could be done by that person. It doesn't have to be done by Mark or Kelly. Now about a two-day spa in London. Your commission could be £190.89. Ladies and gentlemen, who is getting married, as I say, the honeymoon industry, the wedding industry, massive. You know, now you're a travel business owner, you could put yourself in a position to make that day an even special, memorable occasion for that happy couple. We're talking about you could be booking a 7-day honeymoon, all-inclusive resort in Cancun, complete with butler service, and walking away with £435. I mean, you know, I hear that the food is amazing, the weather's great, even down to the mosquitoes are friendly in Mexico. So, you know, why not, like, you know, get yourself over there and make that that honeymoon even special for that couple. Do we have any cruise lovers on the line? Anyone loving cruise? If you've not been on a cruise, you've not lived. You know, cruising is absolutely amazing experience. We're talking about you having the ability to actually organize a 5-day group cruise, a family of 20 cabins, you know, on a med cruise, and literally walking away with £1,739. Guys, that is someone's wage after like tax, you know, in a monthly basis. Imagine you doing 1 or 2 of these, you know, every single month. I mean, that's literally money that you can live on, you know, for a number of months for the rest of the year if you just book a few of these cruises. I mean, cruising is one of the biggest paid commissions in the travel industry, second to Disney. So you definitely want to get some cruise bookings going. Guys, we're talking about you having fun while you're learning, and, with IntelliTravel, they've got it all sorted for you so that, you've actually got an exclusive access to an education program, which is second to none. You're going to be able to actually educate yourself, in travel from a client's perspective with our incredible IntelliTrips. You're going to become educated on travel vendors and industry products, acquire vendor-specific certifications, all at your own pace. I mean, you can educate yourself on anything from you being a wedding specialist, a destination specialist, a European specialist, South American specialist, even a Disney specialist. I mean, who can imagine that, you can now educate yourself for your own travel business and become a Disney certified specialist. And then you can also advance through our education certificate and position yourself for increased earning. As I said, it's what we're talking about in learning and earning. The more you earn, the more you learn, it's going to be the more you're going to definitely earn in your travel business. So here's a few examples of some of our trips that you can actually book. Here's a little holiday rental, 7 nights in the Dolce Attica Riviera in Greece. And literally, you can be booking this property for £233. Now, that's not £233 like per person or £233 per night. That's £233 flat for the entire week for a group of 4 people going to this particular property. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about you becoming an industry product of the product. And, we also got international IntelliTrips, which is like, an IntelliTrip aboard the Royal Caribbean, a 7-night trip aboard the Royal Caribbean. I've actually had the privilege of being on board this trip just last year. Absolutely amazing trip. And we're talking about you getting this for £293 for ocean view cabin or £411 for a balcony cabin. I mean, these prices are not available to anyone on this line unless you are an insider in the travel industry. So guys, we're talking about, the fact that when you actually get started in business, you want certain assurances. You want certain sort of like, risks taken out of, you getting into business. That's more of the time why people don't actually get into business for themselves, because of the risk and, the assurance, am I guaranteed to succeed? Hey, no one's guaranteed, but one of the great things that you have with IntelliTravel, they've taken a lot of those risks and assurances and put some assurances in place so that you can, rest assured you're going to be successful definitely within your first year of doing this business. One of the first assurances they have is what's known as the best price assurance, which basically means that Mark and Kelly can actually book a trip for a particular person. And let's say that within that week that they've booked that trip, someone goes out and they find that same trip for a slightly cheaper price somewhere else. Well, IntelliTravel will look at that and say, okay, well, as long as it's apples for apples, pears for pears, we'll try and match that price. If they can't match it, then they're actually going to give them a voucher for the difference of the price. And that voucher is going to be 110% of the price difference of that particular trip. So now if the customer's happy with that, they can go on their trip, have a great time, and be very happy because they know they can actually come back to Mark and Kelly and they'll actually use the voucher for the next time they want to go on a trip. And the great thing is, Mark and Kelly is going to be happy because they've actually got a customer who will now come back, a repeat customer is going to come back to actually use that voucher with them. So incredible. Now, you've also got what we call the 100% money back guarantee, which basically means that you can get started in this business and actually try it out for 30 days and, kick the tires, make some bookings or so, see what it's like to be a home-based travel, independent travel agent. And if for whatever reason you're not totally happy with a business, you can always get your full money back, back, no questions asked, on day 28, day 29 or so. Okay. But this was a really important one for me. We're talking about a unique profit assurance, which basically means it's not really many businesses out there that can actually offer a unique profit assurance in terms of your first year. But IntelliTravel have definitely got that in place for you, which basically means that you could spend £500 on your business throughout the first year. And for whatever reason, you've only earned, let's say, £300 in terms of profit, in terms of commission. So now your business is slightly, down. You spend £500, but you only make £300 commission. IntelliTravel will look at that and say, okay, look, we can see that Mark and Kelly, they've played their part. They've tried to be travel agents. They've done their little bit. They've taken some education. They've taken some courses. They've tried to make some bookings. But for whatever reason, the commissions just didn't come in. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to cut them a check for £200 to make sure that their business is now broken even, if not already in profit. And I looked at this from a business perspective, I looked at it and I thought, I don't know how I can go wrong. I said to my wife, I don't know how I can go wrong. You know, I mean, they're basically taking everything out, or, you know, taking all the risk out of it. And the only thing that came to mind after seeing this was literally a peace of mind, you know. And I thought, well, after all of that, cheaper trips, you know, money commissions on all our trips, I'm definitely up for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, if you loved what you heard there, you loved what you saw, you're going to definitely love this next part, because that was our travel part of the business, ladies and gentlemen. And that's how we basically make passive income on the trips and the trips that we sell, or trips that we actually take for ourselves and our family, and earn commissions on those amazing trips, as well as the fam trips that are available to you for you to actually take. But now I'm going to take you through, you know, a part of the business where you can actually now maximize on the income of actually being a travel business owner, you know, where you can actually now start building a network of travel agents, not just here in the UK, but in over those other 19 different countries that we're currently operating. You know, we're talking about you getting paid in not just dollars, you know, but also in pounds. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I want to introduce you to the PlanNet Marketing Compensation Plan, because we like to take advice from people who know a thing or two about business. And Mr. Warren Buffett is the fourth richest gentleman in the world. He says, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. Now, if I ask you the question, who or what is the most important person to invest in? By right, that should be you. You know, that should be you. I mean, you know, you are the most important person to invest in. And this is exactly what we're talking about. This is where you're going to be investing in yourself as you actually build this network. So I'm going to talk to you about two different ways that we actually earn an income in this business: leverage income and residual income. How does leverage income work? Well, leverage income works in the form of, I'm going to pick on somebody on the line here now. Let me just see who we actually got on the line. I'm not hosting. Okay, let's see who we got. I'm going to pick on a person. Let's say that we actually, Mark and Kelly are now business owners, okay? And they're going to share this business with Rosalind. Now, they've known Rosalind from like school many years ago or so, or maybe just friends that they've actually met. And they go to Rosalind and says, hey, Rosalind, listen, I know you love to travel, and I know that you actually
time for me to do my
Sorry, guys, if you could actually mute your lines. I don't know if I can actually mute your lines. Yeah, sorry. So if I so let's say that like Mark and Kelly now share this opportunity with Rosalind. And they go to Rosalind, hey, look, I know that you actually love to travel. And what I want to show you is, if I can show you a way that you can actually travel better and actually earn an income on the same travel that you're going to be taking anyway, would you be open enough to have a look? Rosalind says, absolutely, you know. So they show the same business presentation that I've just gone over and showed to Rosalind. Now, the first way we actually pay an income from leverage income is what's known as a direct sale. So as Rosalind looks at the opportunity and goes, Mark, Kelly, absolutely. How do I get started? They get started and partner with Kelly and open up their own travel agency business. From that, PlanNet Marketing is going to pay Mark and Kelly £35 direct sale commission. Now, Rosalind is a very ambitious person, you know, she's self-motivated, and she says, you know what, I love to travel, but the great thing is I know a lot of people around me as well who also love to travel. So she goes out there and she basically expedites her like address book and says, you know what, I'm going to share this with everybody because everyone needs to know this. So she goes out there and shares it with a number of individuals as well. And as she shares the actual business with a number of people, she's also going to get paid £35 on making her first direct sale. And any other direct sale that she makes, she's also going to get paid £35. Now, if it wasn't for Mark and Kelly sharing the opportunity with Rosalind may never have known about the opportunity. So it's only fair that PlanNet Marketing is also going to compensate Mark and Kelly, and that's going to be known as a 50% check match on all their personal referrals. Now, Mark and Kelly can actually share this opportunity with as many people as they want. You know, there's no limit to how many people get to share it with. No limit to how many direct sales they can actually make. But as they actually build their business and actually share this opportunity with a number of people, let's say they share it with now 9 individuals. Once they share it with 9 individuals, they're now known as a goal builder in their business. And that now opens up a new income source for them. As I say, we get paid over but we get paid 6 different ways within this opportunity. The third way is what's known as the team bonus, where once they actually get to 9 individuals, they're known as Go Builders, they're now going to get paid an additional £7 for everyone that joins their business, whether they bring them in or not, or get them started. Now, this is a helping business, ladies and gentlemen. We don't bring people in this business and leave them alone. We help people to actually grow their business. We help them to understand their business. We help them to basically, build an organization. So we're going to help each one of those individuals to understand their business, understand what they've got, and also help them to move towards their dreams and their goals. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the Builder program. Because when I first got started, I want to know, what do I need to do? What's the first step I need to basically get to basically see that I'm actually moving forward? My mentor said, Carl, get to gold. Find 9 sharp, ambitious individuals and basically share the opportunity with them and get yourself to gold. Where, first of all, you share it with 3 individuals, you're going to be recognized as a bronze builder. You share it with 6 individuals, you're going to be recognized as a silver builder. And once you actually get to gold, or 9 business partners, you're going to be recognized as a gold builder. And from that point onwards, PlanNet Marketing is going to kick in a number of new income revenues for you, which basically means that this is the one business that you can actually work on a weekly basis and literally give yourself a pay rise every single week. I mean, I can't remember how many times I actually had a pay rise from my normal job in the traditional world, but in this business, I've now got the opportunity to actually give myself a pay rise every single week. So once you go gold, you're going to get the first level of team bonus, which basically means that £7 for everyone that joins your business every time they join the business, whether you bring them in or not. Also, you're going to be eligible for the 10% personal matrix ITAs on travel commissions. So bring it back. Let's say that Mark and Kelly are obviously now Go Builders, and they introduced the business to Rosalind. Now, Rosalind, they're personal to Mark and Kelly, and she is an absolute guru when it comes to booking travel. And she loves cruising as well. She's also a cruise specialist. She's now booked that cruise for that family of 20, booking those 20 cabins. And she's now netted herself that 1,600 or so pounds commission. Now, because Mark and Kelly are Go Builders, they're now going to get 10% on the personal ITA's travel commission, which basically means that they knew nothing about that cruise. They weren't even invited to it, but they're still going to get 10% of that £1,000 commission that comes from Rosalind, which basically means that they're now going to get £176 commission for a cruise they had nothing to do with, but the fact that they've actually helped Rosalind to build a business to the point of where now she can actually book a lovely cruise. And you've got 9 other individuals who's also out there booking travel that you're also going to be getting 10% on whatever commissions they're making. That's not taken away from the commission that they're getting. That's in addition to, because PlanNet Marketing is going to be paying, and Search Travel going to be paying you those extra commissions. And we're talking about 10% match on personal reps matrix commissions. Now, this is going to lead us on to what we call residual income. Now, if there's none of you not on the phone that's too familiar with residual income or what residual income is, think of it from the music industry, where in the music industry you have what's known as royalties, where as an artist makes a song and that song gets played on the TV, radio, advertising, anything like so, royalties has to be paid to those particular artists because they've done the work. And in the business industry, we call that residual income, because where we're talking about you doing the work once and you continue to get paid for it forever. We're talking about a 3x9 build matrix, that we have here in PlanNet Marketing, where as you share the opportunity and you help other people to actually open up their business, you're now going to get paid, on a residual basis based on how many people you've actually helped to get their business started. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a matrix that literally has £3 going through this entire matrix for the length of time that those individuals keep their business open. So Mark and Kelly, they've already shared the business to Rosalind. They've actually now shared the business to another individual, and they've actually now got 2 individuals in their own travel business working their own business. So they've now opened up their matrix with the first 2 levels. And that means that you've got a maximum of 9 individuals can be in that matrix, which basically means £36 coming into their bank every single month from that point onwards. But as they actually build their business, and go through the ranks because they're heading to gold. They said, look, I've got my eyes on gold. I want to go gold. I want to share this opportunity and let people know, and I'm going to help those individuals get their business started. They go through the ranks of like bronze. They go through the ranks of silver, and they get themselves to 9. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not talking about double figures here. We're talking about 9 people that you care somewhat about, that you actually want to see, to move on in life. We're talking about once you actually get to 9, that's a maximum of 19,683 people. Now, how many of us on the line knows 19,683 people? I certainly don't. But the beauty is, I don't need to. I only need to know 9 open-minded, ambitious individuals who actually want to, move on and get something going for themselves and their family. We're talking about a maximum of £88,569, coming through your account every single month on the 10th of the month, coming through your business on a residual basis. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, you're not going to know 19,000 people, but we're going to help 9 to find 9, to share it with 9, and so on, and basically until you've got an organization growing. This is how most successful businesses operate in the conventional world. They duplicate their time where they turn a 24-hour into thousands of hours because they're duplicating their time. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not using leverage, you're probably getting leverage, or you're basically working for not enough, So we're talking about, using your network to build a net worth. So ladies and gentlemen, as you go through and build an organization of sharing like-minded travel agents around the world, and you get to the point of where you've got 100 people in your travel agency business, and that's not 100 people that you've obviously invited or shared by yourself. This is, as I say, it's a sharing business. It's something you're going to build with a lot of help also. But you've got an organization of 100 ITAs in your organization. You're going to be recognized as a 1-star director. At that point, as a 1-star director, you're now going to get paid an additional £350 on the 1st of every month, without fail. You're going to receive yourself a director's jacket, and anyone that joins your organization from that point onwards, you're now going to get paid that team bonus that went from £7 to now £14 every single time someone joins your organization. So we've got a number of 1-star directors in this organization all around the world and the planet also. Definitely a whole bunch of them here in the UK. But we've also got a number of 2-star directors, who've actually got 300 individuals in their organization, now getting paid £700 per month on the 1st of every month. 3-star directors, minimum of 500 active ITAs in their organization, now £1,400 every single month, whether they get out of bed or not. And we're talking about residual income and building a legacy that's going to continue whether you do anything or not, And this company, ladies and gentlemen, is very proud to have its first millionaire income earner in the form of a 6-star director, a gentleman by the name of Mr. Cedric White. His background came from a waiter, worked for a company called Papa Do's. And 4 years after starting this business, he was, one of the first millionaire income earners in this business. And we've got several others right on the heel of him to almost become $1 million earners in this business as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Donald Bradley, he's got a heart of gold. I mean, this man's and his integrity is like second to none. But when he looked at this business, he said that he wanted to reward his champions. He wanted to show, that, because he loves American football. He loves sports. He loves anything to do with American sports. He absolutely loves it. So if you know anything about American football or American sports, every single year when they have a championship playoff, they play these championship players on the winners of that particular team gets to wear a championship ring, as a recognition for the fact that they've actually been the champion for that year. So Mr. Donald Bradley, he wanted to reward his champions. The people who's actually gone out there to really show and help a lot of family to get started and build a financial income for themselves. So once you're a 3-star director, Mr. Donald Bradley, earning £70,000 annually a year, literally $100,000 a year, you're recognized and you actually get awarded the Sapphire Ring. Okay, it's personalized with your surname on it and the year of what you actually hit that particular level. As you go through and become a 4-star director, now earning £175,000 a year or $250,000, you're now recognized as a ruby ring wearer. And then as you actually go through to become a 5-star director, £350 annually a year, or $500,000 a year income earner, you're awarded a diamond ring. And at that point, Mr. Donald Bradley also awards you a Rolex. Realize I didn't say watch, because it basically speaks for itself. This is a customized Rolex watch, which comes in ladies' sizes as well. So basically they get awarded the Rolex watch. I mean, I wouldn't personally go out there and buy one because they are quite expensive. But if someone actually gave it to me for the level of work I've been doing, absolutely I'd wear it, and I wouldn't definitely hurt their feelings. But and as I said, we've actually got Mr. Cedric White is also a double diamond ring wearer, earning $1 million a year or £700,000 annually a year. Ladies and gentlemen, these ring wearers basically know a thing or two about how to help people. They basically go out there and without any shadow of a doubt, they know exactly how to build a business, So if I could bring a ring wearer to the line tonight, I'm sure they're going to have something valuable to share with you. And ladies and gentlemen, we're very honored to actually have with us, one of the first ring wearers in this country. This gentleman is a 3-star director. One of the first founding directors in the UK with an organization of well over 5,500 individuals, ladies and gentlemen. He's one of the most traveled directors we have in this company, well over 100 international trips, so he knows a thing or two about traveling, but also he knows a lot about how to build and help people. Ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, I want to bring to you to the line our 3-star director, Mr. David Acosta, who's going to finish off the presentation. Mr. David Acosta, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Carl. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir. The floor is yours.
Well, honestly, guys, we really appreciate you guys being here on the line. We're going to not be long, but we're going to be strong and finish off and talk about wealth. We are really here for the principle of building wealth, not money, but wealth. You see, everybody's made money, working a 9-to-5 job, we made some money. But, the simple question I say, if our parents worked 9-to-5 jobs for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and didn't have multiple thousands to pass down to us so that we could start our own businesses and, have success and buy our own houses, then working a job for 40 years, 50 years may not be the best solution to create wealth. You can make some money, but the average person pays out in rent, bills, mortgage, and food a lot more than they would like to. And the money they have left is normally not enough. You only have one life to live. So ladies and gentlemen, we are not selling you anything. We are giving you an opportunity for freedom. I want to talk about my story. I don't want it to sound like bragging and boasting, but this is a true amazing opportunity. This is my livelihood. What I used to do back in the days, a cameraman for Sky TV, I'll take my camera all over the country. I've pretty much been to every single train station in the UK. I would go up, Carl would know this, working in broadcast and engineering. I'd go up the night before, after a whole day editing in the office. That night, I'll be sent to another city in the country, stay in a cheap hotel. I got to see the beauties of the country, but the next morning, 5 a.m., I was waking up, setting up the camera, setting up the equipment to go and film corporate documentaries. Now, I graduated at Oxford Brookes University, got a great degree, and after doing my cameraman job for 11 years, I realized the maximum income I've earned was £1,000 a month, just roughly over £1,000 a month. Now, living in London, that's not going to be enough to start a family, to live the life of my dreams. It just wasn't going to happen. And 11 years is long enough to do something and not get it right. After 1 year, I should have made a decision to change, but after 11 years, I realized I've wasted a lot of time. So I said, let me look for a better way to earn a living, and I started looking at entrepreneurship opportunities. I found this. Now, fast forward, 4 years later, I've been in this business for 3.5 years. I've been able to make over £10,000 a month consecutively since 2019 and 2017. My sapphire ring, which I wear here, says 2017 on it, and it has my family name engraved in it. So for me, it's been amazing working really hard, not for a boss or a company, but for myself and my family. 2017, I became a 6-figure income earner, and I would like to get to the red ring. You see, $250,000 US, or 175,000 UK pounds, It doesn't matter what the currency is. All it matters is that my mum would love me more. And she will say I'm her favorite son, because that's going to help me not just retire her fully, but help her live the best possible life she could ever dream of. But what I love about this company, it sounds like I'm talking about me, but mathematically, it's impossible for me to get $250,000 US or 175,000 a year income if I don't help someone like Carl make a six-figure income with 70,000 a year from this business. And that means Carl needs to help Mark and Kelly make at least a strong 5-figure income in this business. For them to be making £4,000 to £5,000 a month every 30 days, whether they work or not, by building a team of the right people, and if they can make a 5-figure income, they're going to be looking at Carl and being a bit jealous and saying, hey, let's keep working hard and let's get to the 6. And after a while, then they'll be looking at David and saying, you know what, 6 is great, but you know what, if we made 7 figures, our children's children will never need to worry about money, never need to worry about what the government are doing. See, David Beckham doesn't worry about Brexit because he has a bit of money. He doesn't worry about the issues that are changing, the school fees and nursery fees and all these things because he has money. He's built a financial wall to protect his family for anything crazy that goes on outside. And that's what we're talking about today. I want to be remembered like the Hilton family. The Hilton grandfathers built hotels, and now the children don't need to worry. Steve Jobs' family will never need a job. Think about that, right? We want your income to pass down for generations and generations. So as we move on, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to talk about now, which I'm very excited to talk about, is the fact that, this is truly a willable business. But we're very transparent and open as well. Before we get to the fact that this can be willed down to your children, our income disclosure shows that, people are making money, and we're really confident about how much people are making. 99% of the people doing this business do it on a part-time basis. But this is the PlanNet Pledge. What it means is, God forbid, if anything happened to you and you passed away, your weekly income on Thursdays, your monthly income on the 15th and the 1st of every month will instantly be passed down to someone you choose it to. Anybody who's become a director making over £700 a month gets a form, a legal form here for the UK, a different form for the US, which you can send to your family lawyer, and you will your beneficiary. So for me, I've got no children, so I've put my mother's name on it. If anything happened to me, my mother would inherit over £10,000 a month, paid on Thursdays, 15th and the 1st of the month. Really passing on a legacy to the people that you really care about. Most companies in network marketing, people make millions a month. And if you pass away, those millions go straight back to the company. In a 9-to-5 job, as we've seen recently with so many deaths, with what's going on, people can work a job for 30 years, pass away, and even before they're buried, that job has been advertised in the newspaper, advertised on social media, advertised in the job websites. After 30 years of helping that company to make millions, they can replace you just like that. Oh, we need someone else for HR. Oh, we need a new sales exec. So-and-so passed away, right? Those millions made for that company are not going to go to that person's children. It's going to stop, and they're going to pay it to the next employee. So we want you to change that and create wealth for yourself. So now, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we want to talk about how simple this business is. It's a turnkey business. All the tools that you need are already there for you. Don't worry about if you lack knowledge in travel or you lack knowledge in marketing. We haven't got 5,300 people on our team because we were guessing. We know what we're doing. So if you're coming on board with us, we're going to hold your hand, guide you, and show you what we've been doing, which is successful. You see, we're not going to change the wheel. The wheel is round. It works. We just use the system that works. The tools that you have is an amazing website for booking travel. You're too busy? Send your website to other people. They can book themselves. We have a website for marketing. All the videos have been made for you in English, Spanish, French, to share with people around the world. We've got videos for millennials, videos for the older generation, videos for people who are more interested in booking travel, videos for people that really want to build residual income. We can share these with a click of the button on our app, and it's going to tell you how much of the video people watched. Training, all the training for free. You see, I'm a strong believer that there's some companies out there charge you crazy amounts of money to teach you what to do. You see, we're going to train you for free. Imagine a parent saying to a baby, hey, you know what, son, I'm going to teach you to walk, but it's going to be a direct debit of £7 a month. Come on, if you really want to walk, you gotta pay, right? So that means that parent doesn't really care so much about helping that child walk if they're not willing to teach them for free. So all of our training is free, whether you want to learn about travel, becoming a Disney specialist, becoming a Royal Caribbean specialist, becoming a South Africa specialist, or becoming a Tenerife specialist. Anything you want to specialize in is there for you on your website. The same level of education you would get if you went to Belfast College or Belfast University to study travel and tourism, which I believe you would pay in this country about £10,000 a year for education as an adult. That same level of education, up to the level of City and Guild certifications, you can put on your wall or in your house and on social media to tell friends you're a professional now, is for free on your website. And you can do it in your own time, around your jobs, around children, around studies. And training on marketing. Well, how do I share my business with my skeptical sister? How do I share my business with my friends and family, with strangers on social media? Well, we've been clearly doing that, building a team of 5,000 people. We know how to share the business with friends, family, and strangers. We're going to train you on that as well. And we've got events going on all over the world. For myself and some of the other members, we just came back before the lockdown from Belfast. It's our favorite place to go, because the food, the people is just amazing. So we're going to be having an event at the Clayton Hotel in Belfast when, the pandemic is over. We can't wait to be doing physical events. Every single night we have an online event. We've got online events for learning about booking travel. We've got online events for marketing at the drop of a hat whenever you need it. This is going to be our biggest event. Convention is going to be absolutely fantastic. For me, it's definitely something that you don't want to miss. End of September 24th to 26th, Gaylord's Palm in Orlando, Florida. We're going to have a lot of people there. It's going to be special. It's going to be really, really special. So, ladies and gentlemen, I never got recognized at my job for the hard work I did. I only got recognized when I was late. But this company is going to recognize you for the hard work you do. Our millionaire mentor, Donald Bradley, will be taking some of us to Mexico. Again, an opportunity to learn from a millionaire mentor and do edutainment. That's where you get educated and entertained at the same time. This hotel is hands down the only hotel I've ever personally thought is a 6-star hotel. I can't sell it to you as much more than that. It's unreal. Now, guys, as we come to a close, quick recap. Once you get started, there's 6 ways to get paid. Helping other people start the business. The 7th way to get paid is booking travel. So how much does a business cost? How do you get started? Of course, any tangible, real business has a cost. We have an APTA license. The Association of British Travel Agents say we are one of the most stellar companies in the country. We are the largest workforce of home-based agents in the UK and in Europe. 6,952, as me checking this morning, home-based travel professionals. 58,000 and something in the US and others scattered around the Caribbean. We're moving very fast, guys, and we're just a baby, just getting started. We are the future of travel. And most companies are going to be going more online. During this virus pandemic, you're going to see a lot of people saying, stay at home, work from home. Twitter, one of the biggest companies in the world, have now told their employees to work from home full time. Now, after people working from home, they close down the buildings. That's saving them thousands and millions of pounds. So they might say, well, let's keep people at home. But why would I pay David $30,000 a year salary when I can outsource it to India, to Africa, to Asia, and pay somebody £7,000 a year salary? Now our profits go up by 200% because our wage bill is decreased outsourcing it to other countries, and we don't need the buildings. Let's do it online. That's going to happen, guys. That is the future of the world we're living in. But you guys are not going to be reactive. Oh, no, what's going on? Unfortunately, like the black taxis, not being able to compete with Uber and some having to go out of business. Don't be the person reacting. Be the person ahead. We already are online. We already own a home-based business. So when this virus hit and so many traditional travel agencies lost their jobs, we were still earning ridiculous incomes working from home online in this business model, where we don't have to pay crazy money to start, £200, £300 a month to get to work. We just need a laptop, Wi-Fi, and a smartphone. So this business is affordable and very lucrative. £156 will get you started in owning your own travel business. If I could give you ownership of Expedia for £156. Would you take that? Or would you say, oh, that's a lot of money to buy Expedia? Me personally, Expedia's a great company, but we can actually do more. To my knowledge, Expedia does flights, hotels, and I believe, maybe you can get rental cars with Expedia. I think maybe they do one other thing, but to my knowledge, that's it. With our company, flights, hotels, cruises, rental cars, sporting events, villas, airport parking, speedy boarding, transfers, concerts, all the activities around the world, visas, passports, emergency passports. Guys, I could keep going on. I don't know if I mentioned theatre shows, but, we can offer a lot more. And we are not under the Booking.com or the Expedia group, which means we have unique pricing. Some of the prices that we've got on our website cannot be compared with. We're not going to lie to you and say we're always cheaper. No company in the world is. But you're going to find prices which really blow you away and blow your clients away. And the personal touch, calling up resorts and, rose petals on the bed, telling them when the local football games are. These are the things that make people want to keep coming back to you because what you can offer. So we are a truly phenomenal business for a phenomenal price, £156 monthly to run the business, only £46. That works out to £1.30 a day to own a corporation in travel. Now, £14 goes to the marketing side, and £142 goes towards the travel side of this business. So it's split between two opportunities. So I'm really excited about that. So moving on, guys, we are going to talk about the fact that, it's time to make a decision. For me, I'll be very transparent. When I saw this opportunity, I just didn't have the money to get started. Let me be very transparent. I was between blessings, as we like to say, between jobs. And I knew that I couldn't afford the business, but then I knew I couldn't afford not to do the business. I'd been working for 11 years. And, I didn't have £150 in my account. And I said to myself, that's a problem. Why have I been working so hard, harder than my boss, and I don't have £150? So I said, okay, I need to make a change. I borrowed some money from my mom, said I was going to pay her back, and I've been blessed to retire her from a 9-to-5 now. So I think that's okay for paying her back. But make a decision, guys. Number 3, no thank you. And that's okay. We honestly are not here to recruit people. We're not. We're here to help people. You see, recruiting is what you do in a 9-to-5 job. My boss, 11 odd years ago, recruited me. I worked 11 years. I was broke for 11 years. That's recruitment. My mentor helped me. He got me into this business. He trained me, coached me, and I went from £0 a month to 6 figures, 8,333 US dollars, so about $7,000 a month, pounds, in my first year and a half. That's not recruitment. That's helping. He changed my life. My boss at my job wouldn't want me to make 6 figures because I would quit the job and live my best life. My mentor in this business did want me to make 6 figures because that benefits him and the company. And he knows I'm not going anywhere since he didn't recruit me, but he helped me. We are here to give you the information. You make a decision if you feel this is going to be a good fit for you. If you're number 2 and you have some questions, we will help you get those questions answered. We'll open up the lines in case there's any questions. Or just get back with the person who invited you here, so we can get those questions answered privately in person. If you're number 1, you're ready to go, then ladies and gentlemen, I really want to say we welcome you to the best place on the planet. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. You've made that step by being here today, so congratulations. And like I said, we welcome you to the best place on the planet. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it's a fast-moving train. Don't wait too long. If you don't jump on board, you're going to have to get out the way of the tracks. You will hear about this business over and over and over again. Whether you live in Belfast or Bromley, Southeast London, this business is booming. All the way from Bromley to Belfast to Baltimore, USA, to the Bahamas. We are traveling, we are helping people make money, and we are having fun doing it. So thank you so much. We truly appreciate your time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you on the beaches of the world or at the bank. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for that, David. Guys, I'm just going to open up the lines just in case anybody does have any questions whatsoever. We'd love to actually get those questions answered. So as I open the lines, please, if you've got any background noise, please just unmute your line. I believe, David, I've made you host now, sir. So you might.
Yeah, we're unmuted.
Wonderful.
Any
So,
questions, anybody?
Olivia, if you have any questions, by all means, ask the questions. Kelly, guys, any questions at all? If we don't,
Yeah, I've got a question. This is Olivia.
hey, Olivia.
Hi, I look awful, so just excuse me. I am sorry about this. Came in a bit late, obviously, to the presentation, so missed part of it. Is it possible to get the presentation on email or post in the post, or something that I can read the hard copy as well?
Yes, absolutely. This is being recorded, so I'll definitely get you a link sent out to you, Olivia. Not a problem. Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Okay, guys, if there's no other questions, I know that Mark Kelly's got a lot to do today. Thank you, guys, on some incredible launch. Sorry about the actual late start we had today, but you know what? We got there, we got through it. So thank you, guys. Have a fantastic rest of the day, and we will see you very soon. As David says, if not on the beaches, definitely at the bank. Take care.
Take care. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.